And hi guys, hi there, how are all of you? I hope you all are fine. Well, my name is Yusuf and I'm back on Yusuf Reacts. Well guys, today I'm back again with a very interesting movie review that is there for you people. The movie review that I have for you guys is literally something that is extremely interesting, and if you guys have not seen this particular film, I'll suggest you guys do so at once, because this movie is something that is just going to be amazing. You guys literally would love it. Now, why am I saying that you guys are gonna be loving it? Because of the fact that the star cast that this movie contains is literally gonna be having the king of rom-com. I literally have given him this title because of one reason. He is the, I would say not now, but he was and will be the king of rom-coms of all times, and that particular individual is none other than Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is the main lead actor of this particular movie, and if we talk about the heroine, that's also not someone who is really unfamiliar with everyone. Everyone knows this lady out. She's none other than Julia Roberts that's there. If we talk about this particular film, now what is the name of the film first? We are going to be talking about Notting Hill. Now, this movie really is something that has a lot to offer. Rom-com at its peak. And if we talk about it, we come across the particular thing, the trauma through which a successful individual has to go through. That's the first thing. The second thing that is there which makes it even more interesting is that is this thing up that how the things eventually tend to progress. And what comes, how things go along, what are the things that come in between, and so on like that. So all the movie actually revolves around between a lot of particular things, a lot of topics and a lot of subjects that are there to be discussed. So all in all, there is a lot to offer, and we'll definitely talk about it. So before I go further, now the question which comes up over here is this: what does this movie have to offer? What are the things that we're going to be seeing in it? The movie actually moves around with a particular guy, and that guy is actually Chris. And the movie actually moves along with a particular guy, and that guy is none other than Hugh Grant himself. Now, he's someone who loves to be a part of where he lives. He's someone who has a particular bookstore that is there. All the things that are there are going really good. He's enjoying himself because of the fact he has travel books that he wants to, be on with, and each and everything is going perfectly fine with him. So he's happy, things are going fine, and everything is going bang on, and he's really cool with that. This is how the things are progressing. On the other way around, we see Julia Roberts to be a very famous celebrity that's there. She's extremely famous. She's so famous, and one of the biggest Hollywood stars that are there at that particular time. Now, she's someone who eventually plans to come to Notting Hill, and because it's her visit to that particular place, so she comes over for that particular place, and she somehow gets interacted with this particular individual. The thing which tends to happen is The thing which tends to happen is this: initially he actually does not want to, it's not deliberately that he does it, but because of the fact that she eventually comes to her particular store, she sees him, she finds out actually there's a particular guy who eventually tries to steal something, and Hugh Grant, being the owner of that particular place, instead of calling the cops or making it a scene, he eventually lets him go with saying to him that he saw him, and on a very nice note, he lets him go. On the other way around, we see Julia Roberts, and she's someone who sees the whole incident. She really feels amazed to see that how this guy even reacted to the situation. She has a nice, bid for him. Eventually, they get a chance to hang out. They go for an outing, and things are going fine. Each and everything is going perfect. What happens? Her boyfriend pops up. He's also a very famous, renowned star, and Hugh Grant actually is there to meet her up, and eventually he sees him, and that's how the things eventually go along. The thing that was there was that Julia did not expect him to be there, but he just pops out of nowhere, and eventually that's when Hugh Grant feels bad and he just goes away. Julia, in the other way around, goes to his house. Now when Julia goes to his house, over there Hugh Grant is taken by surprise. Because he's taken by surprise, he gets an opportunity that she lives in his particular apartment because she wants a breather, because she has had a breakup with that particular guy. Now the thing which tends to happen is this thing up that she actually makes out with him. They both make out, both have love, and that is how the things eventually go along. Whereas on the other way around, Hugh Grant actually has a roommate. His roommate makes this thing public, and as soon as they get up in the morning, they see press outside. Now Julia reacts very abruptly because she's really annoyed how media eventually came to know Anish and everything and all that particular stuff that is there. She takes out her frustration and leaves. Now Hughes is someone who feels very embarrassed on that particular thing, and eventually that's how the things are. He eventually tries to amend the things up and he does that. Now things are going fine. There things come to a certain position because of the fact that Julia actually cannot come up to a certain decision. And whereas on the other way around, Hughes is someone who's looking for a serious relationship. He's not expecting a live-in or a certain kind of friends with benefits kind of a relationship. He wants to have a good relationship, and that's what he's looking for. Whereas on the other way around, Julia Roberts is someone who is a celebrity who cannot who cannot go for such kinds of things, and she abstains actually from that. Anyhow, after seeing the reaction of him, she comes over to him. When she comes over to him, she tells him about her feelings towards him. She asks for another chance that he forgives her. He refuses. And when he goes back to his sister, his friends, he talks to them, and when he discusses it, he comes to know he's done a mistake. He rushes back to the press, tries to get in talk with that. He gets into a conversation. Julia eventually also responds to it. They both catch up. All in all, if we talk about a very nice rom-com that was there, which has a lot to offer, Hugh Grant actually makes the movie a bit more special. Julia Roberts, being the actress, also did her bit, and she did a really good job, I would say, this thing up. All in all, if you guys have not seen this movie, I would say it's literally one of a classic. You guys would literally love it. Guys, at the end, I want you guys to do me a favor. You have to subscribe to the channel. If you guys have not done that, I think that's not fair. You guys need to press the like button. You guys need to share my videos. You guys need to comment on it, guys, because that's something that I really crave for. So this is me, Yusuf, saying goodbye to you people. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.